We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Let's talk about it. So let's get into this commentary video, and I hope all is well with each and every one of you guys. So let's get into the CJ So Cool, Royalty, and Nike situation, and let's add Lexi into the sprinkles. So we all know by now, as we all see, that Royalty had let a video out, and in that video you will have seen her approach CJ about allegedly Kamari giving the baby Daya, I think that's her name, Daya, water from the toilet. And CJ, claimed to say that's not true, and Royalty had to make the statement as, what she had to put it out there, what was going on while they was dropping off the kids. And it seemed like every time they drop off the kids, it's always a situation, it's always a predicament going on. It's never trading peacefully. I can't get it. And especially they say it's the front of the police station. I'm not understanding none of this, and nor probably would I understand what those two got dysfunctional going on. But you could see when Royalty extends the hand and point at Kamari and I felt kind of some type of way on that situation, where that is a 12-year-old child, 12-year-old baby. And if you feel like Kamari is in the wrongdoing of what she allegedly did to your daughter, you could have approached the father about the situation instead of blunting out there in the world, instead of having her mama record the situation for it to become more of a fiasco. Because why is you putting it out there for the world to see that allegedly a 12-year-old child gave a minor, I think she's 4 years old, I think the baby is 4 or 5, I don't know how old is Daya, gave Daya, which is allegedly a 4-year-old baby, toilet water, when knowing all this is circulating. All kids eventually has to deal with this online, accusing her of doing situation that we don't know if it is true, if it is not true. You understand? This is a child at the end of the day, and y'all putting her reputation, her character out there to be tarnished. And it's nasty because it's the adults in the situation that acting more like a child. Like, to me, if y'all know, if she feels like that baby is really in harm's way, and every time it's in the father alleged care, something's going on, they give the baby toilet bowl water or such, why don't she retake it back to her lawyer? Nike do got a point. Take it back to the court. Why you not doing it? You understand? Because if it's my child, I'm gonna go to hell and back for my child. I'm not gonna send my child, I don't give a fuck court order or not court order, I'm not gonna send my child back into harm's way. You understand? But it seems like anything for clicks and views for all these fucking YouTube influencers, starting from CJ to Royalty, because CJ is no better than Royalty, and Royalty ain't better than CJ, because CJ as well got flaws as well too. You understand? To record and say Daya, what happened to mommy situation, like that's a 4-year-old child. Why are y'all questioning these kids with the camera on or with the camera off, or questioning, to me, I feel like half of this should be rehearsed, that they be having these kids saying. That's a baby, and babies don't stay babies forever. They'll grow up to be able to tell their truth. And y'all putting them against one another, and that's disgusting from the mother and to the father. Because Royalty, she's becoming a mess as well too. People gonna be like, oh no, she's not a mess. She is doing what a mother's supposed to do, or said, okay, she is doing what a mother's supposed to do, protect her child. Kudos to her. But I don't like when the wreck goes to a 12-year-old child. You point your hand to the direction of the 12-year-old child to shout out to what the child did to your child. That's still a child the way your child's a child. And to bring your other grown-ass daughter, that she's, I think, 17 going on 18, to be in a situation that has grown folks, it has to do with grown folks situation, is very distasteful and degrading. Because at the end of the day, that man has a gun, y'all continue to say. That man that y'all continue to say is threatening them with a gun. How about if that man loses capacity because he can't take no more of the bullshit? Let out the gun, let out fire to the mother and to the daughter, and then what? And then what? Is it still going to be excuses for the mother action? Because 17 or not, you could still to have that child to stay in her place. That child don't have to be acting a damn fool, or they could run it up. They could run it up in line, you know. It's everybody win to lose a fight. Not everybody is gonna win every fight. Not everybody's gonna lose every fight. You understand? So just because she's glowing about, because maybe she won a couple fight at the end of the day, but she will meet her match because, you know, as she continues to run her mouth like she's an adult, somebody's gonna treat her as an adult and whip her ass. And it's sad to say, because we got nowadays little teenager kids trying to act like grown ass adults, and the mothers and fathers did not put their motherfucking ass in the spot. The same way when Kamari was out here shaking her tail feather thinking she was grown, I as well spoke on it, and I gave my statement. And this is my commentary, and I gave my statement. Jalea needs to stay in a teenager spot. Worry about school. Worry about things that teenager girls or teenager life, they worry about. Worry about having fun with your friends. Worry about, what the future holds for you. Not getting into your mother situation that she could handle on her own. As long as no one is jumping her mother, as long as no one is putting her mother life in danger where her mother, has to fight for her life, that's a whole different scenario. But butting in all the time when her mother says something in the camera, going into the drop off and coming out the drop off and acting a fool like she want to round up with I don't know. I really don't know. I think, to me, in my opinion, it's sad to see. It's really sad to see. And then Nike came out and Nike stated on one of her live and stated that Royalty has one time called it CJ. This was not put out to the public. Nike put out to the public as well too. You understand? When she put it out to the public, she said that Royalty accused it, the 12-year-old child of doing something mind-blowing to the younger baby. And I do not want to talk about that, but I'm going to say this. That's a sensitive subject for anyone to talk about, because that happens to a lot of kids in this lifetime. Some, many percent of the time it does take place. You understand? And sometimes, some of the times it never took place, and people get accused of a situation that never did happen. And now their name is tarnished for people looking at them like, oh, they the one that did such and such to a child, whatever, when it never took place. And then it's sad to say, on the flip side, shit like that in real life do happen. And the innocent child, has to live with that, being in a predicament they didn't ask for, or didn't ask to be, touched from anyone. And they have to live with that scar for the rest of their life. So either way it goes, two child or two kids, whatever, will be affected by it in his lifetime. So for it to be brought to, in my opinion, from it to even be brought to the light on a public platform and with a kid name attached to it, be quite honest, it's sad. It's very sad in many ways, because that's a child. Y'all tarnishing her name. And how about if she has to go to school and she really didn't, did none of that situation, and she has to go to school and people are, already pinning her and painting her as the person that did this to that child, which it never took place. No one in this group, and when I mean group, I'm talking about the adults that's in the situation, from Royalty, from CJ. I could say Nike do care about her child, well-being, but I didn't agree for her to expose that situation with that child into a public platform, knowing that her child has to attend school. And kids nowadays do watches the CJ and the fiasco drama, and knowing her name is attached to it, and to hear that, like, that could ruin her reputation. So I'm gonna put her into the situation as well too. Lexi ain't too far to behind. Let's sprinkle her ass in there too. Like, do they all know and take consideration of every child that's involved mental health? Like, Royalty, your kid's mental health at stake as well too. CJ, your daughter mental health is at stake too, and those two twins mental health is at stake too. Like, all this fiasco for clicks and views and to get your word out there. Not everybody has to know what goes on in the family drama. Family drama could be left behind. You understand? So bring it to a platform for people could pick it up, chop it up, screw it up, and put their own narrative in it. It's kind of fucked up, because the adults can handle their feelings and emotions sometimes, but a child don't know how to deal with their feelings and their emotions sometimes. Sometimes they become angry. Sometimes they can't become rebellious, because to me, Jalea seems very rebellious. To me, Jalea seems very angry. And so is Carnation. It's the boy. I haven't seen the boy around, so I can't really talk upon the boy, you understand? And Kamara as well too. She's, she seems like a happy ghost spirit child, but she seems like in some ways she's angry and hurt as well too. So I feel like the adults need to stop thinking about themselves from all parties and start thinking about these kids. But then again, for the love of money, people will do anything. The only thing I can give credit to Nike, because Nike took her daughter and she sent her back to Indiana with her, away from that fiasco, away from that bullshit. Because if this allegation was true, she did the right thing as a mother to protect a child before they pin another allegation, and that baby life will be ruined. You understand? And all these kids' life could be ruined some way, somehow, because of the action of the adults that are not thinking properly and not, thinking thoroughly. You understand? All the time dropping the kids. It don't have to be a disagreement. It don't have to be shouting. It don't have to be arguing. Like, you're in a fucking police station. Why is all this noise being going on? Because y'all actually want the police involved. That's to me how it seems. You understand? Like, Royalty, like, get your shit together. CJ, get your shit together. Get your shit together and stop exposing these kids' situation online. If it's such a big deal, if it's such an issue, and you feel like your kids are harmed, invest money and take their asses right back to court. Take it right back to court to get it situated. Because at the end of the day, these kids need to just enjoy their life, enjoy their childhood, make great memories of childhood with their mom and their father, not memories that they have to grow up and sometimes have some type of scar and trauma that they're going to have to deal with growing up. But it seems like the adults nowadays don't think about that no more. It seems like nowadays just don't. But I give credit to Nike, because she took a child and she left and she moved back to her state. But Nike did have put out a statement that I had came across earlier today. I'm going into my things to go look, and I could agree. She said, all bullshit aside, sometimes you just have to tell people, look, I love you and I probably love you forever, but I'm no longer interested in the level of life you have to offer me, and because of that, I have to let you go. I'm not even asking you to change. I just need you to understand that you can't keep doing what you want to do and how you want to do it. You just can't do it with me. You gotta love people from a distance to protect your peace and let whoever think whatever. I feel her. Whatever she means by this, it could be from CJ, whatever. Love these people from a distance. If they disturbing your peace and they're disturbing your sanity, your aura, whatever, and you're tired of the drama, you're tired of the fiasco, and you just tired of he say, she say, It's time for you to cut people out your life and out your circle so you can start having that peace. Because there's a lot of people that are wolves in sheep clothing and pretend to be something in your life that they're not, but bringing you all this drama. You have to first love yourself, accept yourself, and move on from people, places, and things that brings you so much negativity, so much negativity, so much dark clouds over you. You understand? People, life is too short. Live, laugh, love, enjoy life. Fuck the drama, fuck the bullshit. Not everybody's money hungry when it comes doing for clicks and views for drama. People do want to live in peace. People do want to, take a breath of air, and knowing that breath of air that they're breathing in, that it's just clean and pure and it's not fucking full of toxicity that people bring upon your life. So I feel like she's doing the right thing, departing and, pushing away from people that's bringing her whatever it is that she wants no parts from. So I give her credit as a woman. So another woman give her credit for doing what's best for her mental health, her child mental health, and for her life overall. And I hope she stands 10 toes down on what she says there. And I hope Royalty finds peace within herself, because like I say, I don't know these people. And it's my commentary. Like, I'm not a CJ So Cool fan. I'm not a Royalty fan. I'm not anyone I cover. I'm not no one fucking fan. I'm just doing commentary. But overall, I just feel like I wish Royalty find peace within herself, peace within her life for her kids, and know that not everything needs a reaction. She needs some self-healing and self-love, and let every shit go and leave it in God's hand at the end of the day. Same thing goes back to CJ. CJ as well. I wish him nothing but peace, love, blessings, and growth and positivity. And I hope he heals from that broken little boy within, the same way I hope Royalty heals from that little girl that's broken within. Because believe it or not, it's something from their childhood that they carry into their adulthood that has them the way they are today. Because Royalty needs growing up, and so do CJ needs growing up. And that's my commentary at the end of the day. I pray over these babies, and I pray for these babies' mental health, and I hope, you understand, that they'll bring peace for their family, for these little kids. They don't have to be the perfect co-parenting, but find a solution that every time that these baby goes into their care, it's not a shouting match, it's not a motherfucking disagreement here and a disagreement there. Some way, somehow, deal with that shit over the phone, not when it's time to switch off, when it's time. That's my opinion to the baby, you understand? But other than that, that's my commentary and my loud ass motorcycle from outside. But I wish each and every one of y'all love, peace, light, and blessing. Remember, you are you, you're unique in your own way, and never allow no one to dim your shine.